This is Let's Learn English Through Stories. And I'm Tim Bryant, your English teacher. Hello and welcome. This is the channel for those of you who love learning English through stories. So today I have another 200-word story for you. I'm going to read it to you once and then again a second time with explanations. The first time it may seem a little fast and difficult, but the second time with the explanations it will seem much clearer. I promise you this. All right, let's do it. Today's story is called Dolphins at Dawn. Emma and her family had been dreaming about their beach trip for months. As they drove along the coast, the sun was shining and the ocean was sparkling. They couldn't wait to dive into the waves and enjoy a relaxing day by the sea. When they finally arrived, they set up their beach spot with umbrellas, towels, and a cooler full of snacks. Just as Emma was running towards the water, she noticed a group of people looking out at the waves. Curious, she looked closer and gasped. Dolphins were swimming close to the shore. Emma waved her family over and they stood together watching the view. The dolphins leapt and played in the water. It was like a scene from a movie, and Emma couldn't believe how close they were. After a while, the dolphins swam further out to sea, and Emma and her family returned to their beach day. They were amazed by their surprise encounter. As the sun began to set, Emma thought about how the dolphins had made this trip unforgettable. It was more than just a day at the beach. It was an adventure she would remember forever. Okay, let's have a look at the vocabulary and language. The title, Dolphins at Dawn. Dawn is the first moment of the day when the first light arrives, the very beginning of the new day. Dolphins at dawn. Emma and her family had been dreaming about their beach trip for months. This is the past perfect continuous tense for something that happened before in the past and repeatedly before this moment in time. Emma and her family had dreamed, past perfect simple, or had been dreaming continuously more than once over a period of time. Past perfect continuous, or PPC. As they drove along the coast, the sun was shining and the ocean was sparkling. So as is at the same moment, at the same time, as they drove along the coast. Along the coast is next to the coast. So drove is the shorter action, and then the longer or background actions. The sun was shining and the ocean was sparkling. The sun was shining, this means bright with light, and the ocean sparkled. This is a beautiful word. Lights and water sparkle. They couldn't wait to dive into the waves and enjoy a relaxing day by the sea. They couldn't wait. They were excited. And this is past simple negative. They can't wait in the present. In the past simple, they couldn't wait to dive into the waves, to dive into the water. Dive is enter head first. When they finally arrived, they set up their beach spot with umbrellas, towels, and a cooler full of snacks. Set up is, yes, a phrasal verb, to prepare or to get ready. And a cooler is an ice box to keep the food, drink, and snacks cold. Just as Emma was running towards the water, she noticed a group of people looking out at the waves. Just as equals at the same moment. She was running, a longer action, past continuous. She noticed, shorter action, past simple. Curious, she looked closer and gasped. Dolphins were swimming close to the shore. Curious, with curiosity or strong interest. She looked closer and gasped. The sound of surprise. Emma waved her family over, and they stood together, watching the view. The dolphins leapt and played in the water. Leapt is jumped, and this is irregular with a L-E-A-P-T spelling in British English, or it's regular in American English, L-E-A-P-E-D. Leaped. It was like a scene from a movie, and Emma couldn't believe how close they were. It was similar to a scene from a movie, a perfect moment in life that was so good, it felt like cinema or fiction. It was like a scene from a movie. After a while, the dolphins swam further out to sea, and Emma and her family returned to their beach day. Swam, irregular past simple, swam further out to sea. Further is a comparative, and out to sea, swam further out to sea, prepositional verb. They were amazed by their surprise encounter, so it was a very special moment. As the sun began to set, Emma thought about how the dolphins had made this trip unforgettable. So at the exact same moment, the sun began to set, the sun began to go down, the sun set. Emma thought how the dolphins had made past perfect simple. So before the sunset and before she thought, the dolphins had made it unforgettable. So we use the past perfect simple for an action before another action in the past, the deep past. The dolphins had made this trip unforgettable. It was more than just a day at the beach. It was an adventure she would remember forever, forever, eternally, for all of her life. What a special day it was. Let's go back to the beginning now. Back to the beginning. I want you to read and listen for a third time. This time, you'll understand things much better, I promise. And then if you want, after that, you could just listen to the words without reading the text. Watching again will help your English so much. We learn through repetition. Okay, everybody, that is the end of our story for today, Dolphins at Dawn. Please subscribe and follow the channel. That way, you'll get the next story automatically. Please give us a like also. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the story and see you here for the next one. Bye for now.